They said I changed. I said good. And then I let them finish the list. I grew up in Haiti and I built my life here in America. And somewhere in that process, I changed. Not because I went somewhere and then came back. People who had known me before noticed something different about me. And it was not just one person, it was multiple people. But because building a life here in a country that was not built for me forced me to question everything I had been taught. And some of the people who knew me before, people from Haiti, people who knew the version of me that existed before America, they noticed. When we would meet for lunch, for coffee, when they would visit or reach out and we would reconnect. And the feedback was consistent. Webley, you changed. And what was very interesting to me, it was what specifically had changed because it was not random. It was very specific. One person in particular sat me down and gave me the full list of what changed about me. I was too Americanized. I was too outspoken. I was too ambitious, too competitive. And then came the warning. Haitian men will not accept this version of you. You are going to have a very hard time finding a partner. No one is going to want this. You are going to end up alone. So I let them finish. I let them finish the whole list, every single item. And when they were done, I said one thing, good. And then I asked one question, who came up with those rules? And I didn't say that sarcastically. I was genuinely interested. I wanted to know who decided that ambitious in a Haitian woman was a problem? Who decided that outspoken was a flaw? Who decided that a woman who knows what she wants, she is too much? And the answer that I got was the most revealing answer that they could have given me. That is just how it is. That is just how it is. Nobody made the rule. Nobody chose it. Nobody even questioned it. It just is. And that answer told me everything that I needed to know. Now, I want to talk about where these rules actually came from, because I think it is worth naming those things clearly. A lot of the things that we do, especially as women, especially as Haitian women, especially as Black women, we do because we were told that it is just how it is. And not because someone sat us down and made a case for it, not because we examined it and decided it made sense, but because it was just handed out to us. It was handed out as fact, as culture, as the way that things are done. And a lot of those rules, they exist specifically so we will not question them. Think about it. A rule that says a woman should not be too ambitious. It benefits who exactly? A rule that says a woman should not be too outspoken. It protects whose comfort? A rule that says the new version of you is too much serves whose interest? Definitely not yours. Those rules, they were not designed to protect you. They were designed to contain you. And the moment that you start asking who came up with them, they stop working. But I also want to say something about why those rules are so hard to let go of, because I do not think that we hold on to them because we are weak or because we do not know any better. We hold on to them because of what letting go might cost us. These are our people, our community, our culture. These people, we grew up with them. These people who know our history, the people whose approval has mattered to us for a very long time. And the fear is, if I change, I will no longer belong. I will disappoint them. I will lose them. I will end up alone. That fear is real. And I'm not going to lie, I felt it. I'm not even going to pretend that I did not feel it. But here's what I also knew. I had left for the United States and I learned things. I had to unlearn certain things. I had grown in ways that were real and permanent. And the question that I had to ask myself was, why did I do all of that to come back and be the same person that I was before I left? What was the point of all that growth if I was just going to pack it away to make other people comfortable? And the answer was, there was no point. The growth was real to me. I was not going to pretend that it was not. And I want to call out what was actually happening in that conversation, because I think when someone says that you have changed, in that tone, with that list that they attach to it, they are not actually commenting on who you have become. They are commenting on how your growth is inconvenient for them. The outspoken version of you, it's harder for them to manage. The ambitious version of you, it has priorities that do not always center around them. The woman who asks, who made these rules, cannot be handed rules without questions anymore. And that is threatening. And it's threatening not because you did something wrong, but because you stop being predictable. You stop being manageable. You stop fitting into the version of you that was comfortable for everyone else. And then they called it changing. What it actually was, it was arriving. If you are watching this and someone has told you that you have changed in a tone that was not a compliment, I want to say something to you directly. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to grow. You are allowed to become someone that the old version of your community does not immediately recognize. And that is not betrayal. That is evolution. That is arriving. That is becoming. And the people who love you, the people who are actually for you, will not hand you a list of the ways that your growth is inconvenient. They will ask you questions. They will be curious. They will want to understand who you are becoming. That's okay. But the people who hand you the list, they are not asking you to say the same because they love you. They are asking you to say the same because your growth make them have to look at their own. And that is their work to do, not yours. I went through everything that I went through. And I came to a country that asked me questioning everything, build a life, unlearn things that took a lifetime to learn, learning things I did not even know that I needed to arrive at this version of myself. And someone told me that version of myself was too much. It was too outspoken. It was too ambitious. It was too free. And then I thought, if they cannot accept this version of me, they are the ones losing something. Because I'm not going back. I'm not going back. They said I changed. I said good. And I mean it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Webley, and I want you to drop a comment below and tell me, has someone ever handed you a list of the ways that your growth is an inconvenience to them? What did you say? I want to read every single one of your answers, and remember to hit subscribe because I will see you in the next one.